Hi, welcome back to the music class. We're going to put all this stuff together, all that we've learned so far. First of all, remember our opposites? We have sound and silence. This is our notes and rest. High and low sounds. The melody, which means that we had to have a staff and a clef sign. We have long and short, which is the rhythm, which includes our time signature. We haven't talked about it, but it's important to remember fast and slow, which is another word for tempo, or tempo is the all-encompassing word. And then we have loud and soft, which is dynamics. There's also something else we talked about, and that was formatting our music. That included our bar lines and our measures. Now, let's put all this together with a piece of music. This is Mary Had a Little Lamb. And we're going to kind of check things off here just to make sure that this is in here and that it all makes sense. First of all, let's talk about formatting our bar lines and measures. Well, here's our bar lines, okay, all the way through. This one means we're done, it's over, fine, finished, end. And then in between the bar lines are the measures. This space right in between the bar lines is all the measures. Okay, well, first of all, let's check. Oh, let me get my checker here. Do we have sound and silences? Well, we've got notes. There are no rests in here, so check mark on notes. No rests, but because this piece of music doesn't require it. Are there high and low sounds? Well, this is higher than these. It keeps going up and down and up and down. So we have a melody, we have our staff, the 5 lines and 4 spaces, and we have our clef sign. So check, check. Do we have long and short? Which means we need a time signature. So, yeah, here's our time signature. 4 beats per measure. The quarter note gets the beat, or we can use the value of 4 quarter notes. Okay, so that's a check mark. Okay, we have no tempo markings, and we have no dynamic markings, which, by the way, we will be covering pretty soon, so you'll understand. Okay, so now, let's see how this works. Everything's all put together. You remember that this clef sign is telling us that when it wraps around this second line up from the bottom, that this line right here is called G. Everywhere you see it is called a G. So now we have the letter names of the lines and spaces of the staff. So it goes G, A, B, C, D, E, F. G is the space above that. Remember, we can go backwards. G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, and then the little ledger line right here, that little line there would be a C. And remember I told you that each note now that's on a staff with a clef sign has 2 names. For instance, a B quarter note, A quarter note, G quarter note. Let's do this. A B half note, A half note, a D half note, and then down here we've got a G whole note. Okay, now the next thing we really have to do, this is very important. We have to learn how to count this. Counting, very important part of music. As a matter of fact, I always say that counting is a silent participation in music. Whether you're playing and you're counting in your head, or whether you're watching the rest go by and you're letting everybody else play around you before you come back in, that's a silent participation in music. Okay, so let's count it. We have 4 beats, right? And a quarter note gets the beat. So there is beat 1, 2, 3, 4. That makes sense. We have beat 1, 2. This is 3 and 4, but they're all connected. Beat 3 and 4. I'm smiling because my cats have decided to play right here on the table and underneath the camera. But we're going to continue. The hyphen here means that beat 3 and 4 are pushed together. They're connected. Then we have this one, 1, 2, 3, dash 4, means that gets 2 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, 4 of these equal 1 of those. So this is all connected. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because 4 of these, that's why they're called quarter notes, equals 1 whole note. So here we go. If we're singing along with it, I would pat my foot to keep the beat. And then I would go la 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 la. That's how that fits together. Why didn't I sing the words? I know the words. Why didn't? They're not written. They're not written. So basically, it's just a melody. Okay, I want to compare this to a different piece of music. Let me change pages. Tell me when. Oh, we're going. So this is a piece of music called the chorale. Well, let's again check. We have notes. Check. We have a staff, check. A clef sign, check. Long and short sounds and silences, or rhythm, check. Time signature, check. It's been formatted, bar lines, and a measure, check. Let's count it. Now, there's something weird here. Take a look at this. The dotted rhythm. Remember last time we talked about a dotted rhythm? We're actually going to borrow from the next beat. I'm going to show you that in a second. But here, let's count it. 4 beats per measure. The quarter note gets the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we're borrowing. Okay, now, this is how I'm going to do it. This is going to be beat 1 and 2, and this is the and plus sign, 2 and 2 or 4. And then this is beat number 3 and 4. Now when you subtract numbers, and let's say you have to subtract, the bottom number you're subtracting from the top number is larger than that top number, you have to borrow one from the next one, and that adds to it. And then what's left over? Well, that's what we're doing. We're taking beat 1 and the first part of beat 2, because remember a dotted quarter note's worth 3/8 notes, but in two quarter notes there are 4/8 notes, so I'm going to use 3/8 notes here and 1/8 note there. 1, 2, and 3, 4. That's how I would play that in a melody. Ta, ta, ta. Oops, same pitch. But that's how that rhythm would work. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Notice how my voice stayed together. We keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a funky looking 2. There we go. 1, 2, and 3, 4. So let's put it together. I'm going to keep my beat and I'm going to clap the rhythm. There's my tempo, my beat, not tempo, yeah, my beat, and here's the rhythm in my hand. Did you notice how I kept my hand together on the half notes? Because they got 2 beats. They have 2 beats each. Okay, those are just 2 pieces of music that we've covered so far. And remember, my goal is to make sure that it stays simple and easy and very elementary. So I don't want to get anything too complicated yet. That'll happen on our next time when we meet again. Thank you much. See you later.